Right, re-recording. We have the Yaz over here. He's of course a regular, and we have Mr. Sidewinder, who's a newcomer over here, who's finally seen the error of his ways and installed Windows 10 and got an SSD and can now actually play this bloody thing at more than
Thanks to my
Dude,
friends.
welcome
at
to
more
the
than 2 seconds
world.
per frame. So,
Thank you, man.
right, we can do this in a couple of ways. We can just run around and gawk at things, or we can actually teach Mr. Rylan how to do a couple of things so that he can solo. Maybe we can do both. I'll see.
Listen, what I reckon is you and I take Mr. Rylan for a little bit of gearing up. Let's buy him some gear and weapons and that kind of thing.
We can do
Just to
that.
give him a bit of a boost up.
You can't buy much down here though, because you'll like this bit, Steph. Houston Dynamics is a bit of an autocratic employer. So to prevent the local populace from rioting, you can't actually buy weapons in the city.
Oh, typical.
I know of a station nearby where he can get some nice armor and some nice weapons,
One,
but let's
I
just try
think
and
you
see
said.
over here.
I think One. Yeah, we can quickly run around the city for a bit.
Yeah.
So follow me, gentlemen.
Am I following?
And
Yeah.
you can actually follow now. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Who's watched my my Orison video?
No, I haven't.
Nope, I haven't watched it. I don't know if I want to watch it, dude. Sorry, man. Not yet.
I hear
Hey,
you.
what is Orison?
Orison is the fourth of the major landing zones. So we are
It's
currently
outside city, dude.
yeah, it's Cloud City. It's basically Brisbane, the Star Citizen version of Brisbane. So we are currently in the Stanton system, which contains 4 major planets, 4 mega Earths basically, 3 Earth-like planets and 1 that's a gas giant. But the gas giant has a breathable upper atmosphere, which is quite interesting. And so in lore, each one of these planets was bought because the government needed credits, so they decided, oh, here's a system with some nice habitable planets. Let's sell off the planets to the highest bidder. And so each of the 4 planets was built by, was bought by a mega corporation that now use it for their own purposes. We're currently on Hurston. Hurston makes weapons. So they've stripped mined the place and turned it into a weapons manufacturing and testing facility.
Listen, Steph, just quickly look there. There's
Oh,
someone
there's a
going
dude
up in
there's a dude in a constellation. Yeah, there he goes. That's a real player flying up there.
Yeah, that likes his boss Isley.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why this place looks the way it does. It's an industrial
So
wasteland.
it makes weapons, but you cannot buy weapons.
Yes, that's pretty much it. Because
That sounds typical.
now, and if you just pay attention to the architecture, you'll see that there's a lower level where we move around, and if you look up, you'll see an upper level with guards and searchlights. Not
That's
down here, but if
The prominenten.
you move further into the city, and you'll see a lot of guards standing around, and obviously a lot of billboards with propaganda.
But
Yes.
hang on, let's just quickly show Steph this. Steph, come look at this. Come see where I am. Just come over here to me.
Silence is complicity.
Come to me! Come to me!
Come and see here, Peter.
Okay, do you look where I'm looking? Do you see that way?
Look where I'm looking, yeah. Looks like a tower that's standing there.
Where are we looking?
Yeah, but beyond that, even a little bit more to the left and beyond that, you see a huge, gigantic building.
Oh, I remember that. I saw it from orbit last time.
Yes, it's big enough to be seen
Yes.
from orbit. That's the Hurston Dynamics corporate headquarters.
Think
Primeval.
Palpatine's empire.
Or the Citadel in Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
It's a symbol of oppression, is basically what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible if you look down here over the railing.
Oh, another ship going up quickly. Another ship.
Oh,
Where?
Fast
Where?
one. He's already gone. He was fast. It was one of those. I think the 200, the Origin 200 eyes or 300 eyes. I think.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see lots of space traffic later on. Okay, let's
So
move.
that's what's so cool, Steph, is you see everything in real time, from space stations and
Yeah.
stuff. It's like a
everybody
real
sees it,
airport,
yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
sees what everybody else is seeing. Everybody sees what everybody else is doing. And because of unified first-person, third-person view, unlike other games where, let's say for instance you reload, the guy that's next to you doesn't see that you're reloading. Your character doesn't do anything. In this game, first and third person is fully unified. So every movement that I make, you see it. Whether it's opening my mobi glass or reloading my weapon or doing whatever. You can see everything that I'm doing as I'm doing it. Yes, my dear.
So Steph,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
as I'm walking, watch. If you just stand behind me and just walk behind me, just to follow me. I want to show you what I'm doing. Okay? Are you behind?
Yeah, I'm behind you.
All right. Walk. I'm walking straight, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna slow down. I'm gonna slow down my walk so that you can just sort of see me a bit better. Do you see how I'm turning my head yet I'm still busy walking straight? Can you see that? Okay. So this is a nice way of, while you're walking and you're looking around, while you're walking straight, hold in Z.
Oh, then I can look around while still walking in the same direction.
And then you can free look.
Yeah, you can basically free look. This is for when you're in first person mode while walking. In flight mode, that'll be a slightly different story, but the same key, and it's a very handy useful.
I've actually
feature
it is.
to figure out.
I've actually picked up a trick on that, which is
Yeah?
if you unbind your mouse from the flight controls entirely. So I went to my flight controls and I unbound the mouse from movement completely for the ship at least,
Yeah.
and now it free looks
Yeah.
by default. I don't need to use a key anymore
But then how do you control?
with my joystick.
You use the mouse as well to control with
No,
a keyboard.
I fly with my stick, so I only use the mouse for looking around.
Yeah, okay, so you got the stick, yes, that's right. Yeah, but for us, Steph, if you don't have a stick, if you're using keyboard and mouse like me, this essentially I think is the way
Where'd you go?
to operate it.
Stefan! Wait, he's not right. Oh, there you are,
right
sorry. I lost track
next
of you for a
to John.
second. I panicked.
Tammany. What's Tammany?
Tammany and Sons is the local hardware store. So they've got some armor and some clothing and some tools, but like I said, very limited weapons. Ooh, oh, this is a nice suit. I bought this one just the other day. Watch this, the orc mark. The orc
Dis
mark.
is soos 'n klomp vroumense so 'n dorp toe gaan om te
Ah,
gaan
that's
klere
what I
koop.
was saying the other day. Is we spent like
Faffing around.
we spent almost half an hour in the weapon and clothing shop just buying armor and weapons instead of.
Listen, Steph, come check here. You see where I'm standing? I'm busy looking at this suit over here. You see this one?
Yes.
So this is the Pembroke armor, and this is one of two mining pieces of equipment that if you once you get into mining, you'd want to sort of definitely use, or if you're wanting to even visit one of the moons that are that have a very harsh one of the planets or moons that have a very harsh climate. This Pembroke is specifically for very hot climates.
Important.
And we're talking about upwards of 150 degrees
Yeah.
Celsius surface temperatures.
Important to note is that your character will eventually get hungry and thirsty, not within the first hour or two, but he does need to eat and drink occasionally, and you are sensitive to temperature. So extreme, and I showed this to you when we were on Microtech. Remember that trip we took to the ice planet?
Yeah.
You have a survival limit outside. Now there's a particular suit of armor that protects against extreme cold, which is called the Novikov, which you can buy at Microtech or one of its space stations. And Hurston sells the Pembroke, which is for extreme heat. So you can equip both, and then depending on the environment that you're in, you can use the appropriate one, or you can just take your chances and try and not stay outside longer than your estimated survival limit, because you will get hypothermia and your character starts to shiver and all those sort of things if you stay outside too long in the cold. I haven't tried hyperthermia yet, so I don't know exactly what. But I assume you start getting exhausted and your heart rate will spike and things like that. So
Yeah, sorry, just come over here, dude. I just need you to see something. I need you to sort of I want to get a bit of a gauge of what you'd be interested in. So just come and stand over here and just
right
have a look at
behind you.
these. Just look at all of, you see these four guys over here in front of us there. Four mannequins with that armor. Which of those armor, don't think of color, but just look at style of armor, helmets, all that kind of thing. Just tell me which one you'd actually sort of kind of prefer. Then we kind of get a bit of a better idea of what you'd like to go for. That one.
It looks like Mass Effect armor.
That's right. Okay, so that's the armor that Yaku and I have as well. It's called the Orc 10.
Well, I've actually got this one on the far right, the PAB or BAB, as I sometimes like to call it. I've got this set as well, the purple
Yeah.
one, and I've got it in black and green, I think, and it is fabulous. I really love it.
Yeah.
But it's a lighter shoot. This one gives you a bit more damage protection, but you also move a bit slower in it. So size of armor affects movement speed.
So listen, or what are you liking about? Do you like this color, or do you want to like? I'm gonna put Yaku. Let's just put our armors on for
Yeah, sure.
Stefan, our
We'll model for him. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna model.
This is a space game with combat, and we're busy modeling clothes.
Just look at the color of our suits and see what you
Skin.
prefer, and we
Which
get a bit
one-
more of
which
an
one
idea of
currently
where we're
wear?
gonna take you to get what, you know?
Maybe I should. Which one if I think Odyssey 2? No, that just gives
Okay,
me that.
but does it remember
He
your
likes the Mark 10,
settings?
the
Because I
Orc
remember
Mark 10.
once you
So let's just stick to
said
the
you
Mark.
bought
The
some
Orc
armor
Mark
and
10.
it didn't persist.
It should now. You do sometimes get issues like that, but look, they still wipe occasionally. So they haven't wiped everything in a while, but there's going to come a day where they're going to say, okay, full database reset, everything you've earned with in-game credits is gone, we're starting from scratch. That is going to happen at some point. We're just hoping it doesn't happen too soon. Because the way things are now, there's actually an incentive to play a bit in terms of trying to get a bit of progression. There we go.
John, you look badass, man.
It's basically the
Okay,
same
Yaku,
armor, just in...
come stand on the other side. Come stand on the other side so you can get a bit of an idea on the colors.
What, on this side?
Whichever side, doesn't matter. So he's able to see, the three. I mean, don't stand in front of the other guy's armor. He wants to compare us.
Does he? I don't know what he
colour.
wants to
it's
do.
fun.
I think he wants
Okay, so
to.
Steve-
I think he wants to fly around in spaceships. I think that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, we're gonna fly in a spaceship now to that station. We're gonna fly together. So Steph, if you look at my armor, then you also get a bit of a green. I think it's called a woodland, I think, or something like that. But it looks very much. It's the same color as Halo. You know the Halo armor.
Yeah, that's
And
what
it actually
reminds
looks
me
the style of armor looks very Halo-ish in any case as well.
I actually wanna-
especially in that green.
I quickly want to put on my other set, just
Yeah,
so
go
you
for
can
it.
get an idea. Yeah, so stone skin. Where's my
But I love the color on yours, Jakes.
stone skin?
You like his color? Good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Where
this.
did you get yours, Yaku?
The one that I'm currently wearing, I got at ArcCorp during our last mission. Remember when we spent 20 minutes in the store shopping for weapons, which it turned out we didn't need because my brother forgot that he still had all of his and he could actually just have equipped it instead of going to the weapon shop. So, yeah.
Which
Legs
Which
black.
what's the color of yours? What is yours? Yours is
I
color
have
called?
no idea what it's called. Oh,
Well, if you-
sorry, it's called Singularity. So it doesn't
Okay.
actually come with a color. It's just called the Singularity set. Orcmark X
Yeah, but
Singularity.
that is basically the color of it.
This is the
Then-
PA. This is the PAB. PAB 1 is the set that I've got on now. I love this one. This is my go-to. My go-to look. But this one only has space for one primary weapon slot. So the other thing, of course, is every set of armor comes with a different set of equipment slots. Some of them have space for two primary weapons, like the one John has. He can actually equip two primary weapons on his back. I can only equip one with this set because it's a slightly lighter set of armor.
And one thing's for sure, if we, you're going to be joining us with missions, Steph, you're definitely going to want two weapons on your back. That's for sure.
I normally get by with just the one, but that's me. Now that I've got a suit of armor with two, I might like to use two. But be that as
Yeah,
it may.
I'm doing the 890 jump solo, and I basically run both guns down to almost to the last magazine.
Yeah, but you can pick up weapons from the dead guys, ne? And use theirs.
Yeah, but I'm not wanting to keep my to lose my other weapons. You know.
No.
So,
You can place yours down, pick up a dead guy's weapon, use that, and come back and pick yours up later.
but I like my own weapons.
You know that. Oh, actually, I don't know whether the red has, but the Catty Black has weapons racks, ne?
Sorry, just say that. There was
The-
a bang of you. I couldn't hear you say
Okay.
that. Just say that again.
I don't know whether the red has, but the Catty Black has weapons racks.
Yeah, mine has racks, but
Does
I can't seem to be able to use them.
I'll show you how. I've seen on a video how to do it.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Well, that'd be freaking amazing.
Because then
Must
you can
be shown.
you can buy guns and store them in there.
Okay.
What's this?
Well, listen. Then let's head on. Let's head on to the space station,
What is this?
and let's get Stefan flying.
Clip,
And
oh, these are jackets.
No, those are jackets on the left. What's this on the right?
Called a clip vest. I don't know.
Vest.
It's a type of jacket apparently. It's a
Het lijkt zo'n onderbaadje.
yeah, boerbaadjie, onderbaadjie.
It's for storing things to pick up. Say for instance, if you're somewhere and you want to like, it's you're able to store a few more items in your inventory.
So we're gonna fly up to where are we gonna go?
Well, I'd love to
L1.
see the performance as soon as we're out of the city.
It should be
Get
better
an
once we're
idea.
out of the city.
Yeah.
It's still playable for you.
Yeah, it's well enough that I can walk around. I'm not sure if I'll be able to fight that effectively with this low frame rate, but it's definitely playable for walking around and looking at stuff.
Okay. Well,
But
like
if there is a way to actually streamline Windows 10 for gaming, I'll send you a video link, and if you just follow all of the, you just follow the walkthrough of streamlining Windows 10, it'll increase your frame rate quite a bit actually.
Well, that sounds good.
we can.
We're going to the spaceport now.
We are
Yeah.
going to the train station so that we can go to the spaceport. It's a Chris Roberts game. You gotta use them public transport. No shortcuts. Click magically travel from location A to location B without crossing the distance in between. Doesn't work.
Keine Schwarzfahren.
Yeah. You're gonna pay a 60 alpha UEC fine and get thrown off the train. By
But Steph, another
2 weeks
while
prison.
walking, you can use your mouse wheel to speed up your walk or slow down your walk.
which is quite cool.
Drafstap.
Here's a map of the entire Houston,
Oh.
well, the entire L19 area. So you know, L19, the residences is where you spawn, and it shows you how to get to the other places.
Maar dis is die shabby gedeelte, like it. Ek hoop is die shabby gedeelte hierdie.
Oh yeah, no. The Houston Central Business District, where the toffs hang out, the members of the Houston family, is much more luxurious.
Welcome to Metro Center.
John, there's moments of
Spaceport
massive fackiness in this,
Absolutely.
especially
Definitely.
in the like that Omega station. What was that station called? The one.
Man,
It's a
you're gonna
war
see a
chest.
station, dude. We'll take you to Grim Hex as well.
Ooh,
And Grim Hex is very much the Omega station. You'll see.
Mm.
Yeah.
security.
okay. There's a train here. Okay, no, the train's just leaving. You always
It looks
miss.
as if this guy is taking a pee. Like
Yeah, he was
behind.
scratching his calf with his foot or something.
Always miss the bloody train. Just as I come around the corner, the train leaves. I don't know why. This always happens to me. Here's the
There it
next
is.
one.
Okay. Nächste Halte.
And oh ja, Unter Asbach. Abtreibung in Fahrtrichtung links. You want to interact with anything, hold F, and it will highlight things that you can interact with. So if you look at the chair and you hold F, it'll give you a sit prompt, and then you can, boom. Oh, he's already done it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Clever boy.
Wow. Yes, dat lijkt ongelooflijk.
Yeah, look, Houston is like a. It's a damaged beauty. It's
You can see the corruption, the seeds of corruption
Yeah.
all over. You know.
we got to take him to some of the pretty locations, like spots where there's still some of the natural foliage left. The
Yeah,
spots.
no, sure, but you know this grit is very realistic to me. You know. Otherwise, it's Microtech is lovely, but it's very Star Trek.
Yes, it
Very
is.
clinical.
But that's the
Very
thing.
clinical.
Microtech is a
Yeah.
high-tech company. They are basically the Apple of the future. So
Yeah.
everything they do is clean and clinical and whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, here we get off.
Orison is just gorgeous. There's no other word for it. It is mind-numbingly beautiful.
But you say it
I
isn't
can't
in the
wait.
game.
It's not. It's in the latest test build, which I'm currently busy testing. but it's open to a limited group of test people at the moment, and as soon as it's ready they'll expand the test group a little bit further, and then eventually they'll roll it out and it'll replace the current patch as the new live patch. Then you'll be able to go there as well. So here you can see the train lines. The yellow, the green line, which is off to your right there, to Central Business District, that goes to the big oppressive building.
It's a very spectacular
Yeah,
stuff. That
it's
building is
fantastic.
spectacular.
Then there's 2 sets of lines that go to the city gates. There's 6 of them. So basically around the perimeter of the entire city there are gates that you can use, and every gate has a place where you can access ground vehicles. So if you've got a ground vehicle you can use, you can go there to access the ground vehicle and drive around the city. And then the one that
Where was that, dude? Sorry, I missed that. Which gate is that?
any gate. All of the gates have got garages where you can spawn ground vehicles.
Because I haven't found that over here yet, although I haven't really spent much of the time yet.
No, all of them. You just
Find
walk.
it.
You just have to walk out. You get off at any of the gates. You walk outside, and just before you get to the exit, you'll find a set of terminals where you can spawn your ground vehicle, and the garages are just outside the door.
Oh,
And then you
brilliant.
drive
Okay.
around there. But we're taking the spaceport line now, so we're looking for the blue.
Yeah.
No, sorry, we've just taken the spaceport line. We are at the spaceport. Stop, think. Education leads to innovation. Who's trying to indoctrinate me?
Oh, by the way, Steph, you see these screens over here? These what look like ATMs?
Mm.
These are actually where you would need to pay fines and that kind of
No,
thing.
the
And listen,
scales of
fines can be
justice.
pretty steep,
Yeah.
eh? The other day I had to pay a fine of 20,000 credits.
Because you didn't stop in
Because I
time.
didn't- Because I didn't stop when they told me to say stop because they want to scan my vehicle and inspect.
Yeah.
Contraband or
So
whatever.
Houston Security gives him a 20,000 credit fine and then just flies off. Well, you
Yeah.
can,
Oh.
if you really get into trouble, you can actually go to prison. There's already a prison
Yeah.
mechanic.
Oh, I've been to prison hundreds of times.
Yeah, John's a bit of a badass. I've managed to never go there. Not a single
You're
time.
law abiding.
I am law abiding. I did get a crime stat. But I hacked it away before I could go to prison.
So the other night I got a crime stat. I didn't tell you guys about it, but I got a crime stat, and I was literally just above the data center where I could go and hack.
Oh, brilliant.
And
Oh, you found the data centers where you can go hack them.
Yaku, let's just first show him New Deal. Let's
I'm
go
on
into
my
New
way
Deal
there
first.
already. Way ahead of you.
Okay.
Way ahead of you.
And then, and what happened was, then I went down to the data center, and as I landed, a freaking bounty hunter came and took me out.
An actual bounty hunter, like a player bounty
Yeah, sent
hunter.
4 missiles at the same time.
Oh man.
Meters from salvation.
Yep.
Huh.
Look at this. Just look at this. Let's go to the outside. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Oh, lovely! Look at that sunset.
One is a reflection, the other one's the actual.
A reflection. Looks
Yeah.
like binary suns.
It's not. One of them's reflecting off a window somewhere.
Yeah, because this is actually enclosed. This is all windowed.
They enclosed it. Do you realize this is new? It didn't used to be
I
like
thought
this.
there was something different. I thought
It
there
didn't
was
used to
something
be like this.
different.
It was open.
I
You could
didn't
walk.
realize that there were windows.
Yeah.
Because I actually came and flew here to here with my ship, and I was like, "This is." I thought it was all open.
No, it's different. They changed it. It used to be open. You could walk all the way out to the edge. So this lattice work, all these massive girders up top, it's new. I haven't been here in a while. I've actually haven't noticed this.
Oh,
So
this is awesome.
on the left, you've got the Robert Space Industries Constellation, which according to Mr. Shi'ar himself is like the iconic ship of the game. And
Yeah.
to the opposite side, you've got the Aegis Hammerhead Corvette, which is basically a flying set of guns. There's no other way to describe it.
It's a flying fortress.
It is a flying fortress. This thing has, how many is it? 6 turrets? 5 turrets? With
Yeah, but you can't.
quad
you can't-
repeaters?
there's no- Yeah. But you need both of these ships. You need a crew. You know.
Yeah, you do.
Especially this Hammerhead.
You
know,
can't
it's a
you
waste
can't solo
having
it. You can't
It's a
solo
waste
it.
having it even with 2 guys. You know, you need a full complement
And
of guys.
This is the big difference between Star Citizen and, for instance, Eve. Where with Eve, I mean, you can solo capital ships. Whereas in this game, you could fly this thing, sure, but you're the pilot. You can only fly the ship. You can't do anything else. You need actual crew to sit in the turrets and help you man the thing. Otherwise, a ship this size is completely useless to you.
This is incredible.
I've flown the Hammerhead a couple of times. This thing is great fun, and it chews through everything in sight. The Connie is lovely as well. I love this thing. Which one is this, by the way? Is this a Phoenix? I think this might be a Phoenix, which is the luxury variant. Let's have a look quickly.
John, you remember
It is a
Noveria?
Phoenix. 5.65 million.
Comes from Mass Effect.
Yes.
That ice planet, that's also where they do all the illegal experimentation and all kinds of stuff.
That's right. Yes.
This reminds me some of that cold vibe, this huge open space. When you just
Dude,
arrive there.
Steph, you're very much like me. I saw so much of Mass Effect in this, you know.
Yeah.
Absolutely. When I started this, man, it was like just wow, Mass Effect everywhere, you know. It's very cool. It's what Mass Effect should have been as it carried on.
I pick up vibes from lots of different things, but I haven't played much Mass Effect, so.
But the other thing, the other game that I get over here, and it was a Chris Roberts game, but was the old Freelancer. For me, I get a lot of Freelancer in this
Yeah.
as well.
Well, I mean, it has CR signature all over it, whether it's privateer or freelancer. I mean, just the way in which the world is detailed, the way in which everything makes sense, everything is real. It's a typical. It's typical of the games that he makes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a shot that needs to go into the archives. John, I cannot tell you. You are looking at the setting sun, and your shadow. It's like casting this long shadow on this gleaming floor behind you.
Whoa! Yeah, I see it.
Walk back. Walk to your right just a bit. Right to your right, a couple of steps.
Oh, that's incredible.
To your right, dude. To your right. Little bit more. There we go. That's a good shot right there. Got it.
That is just. Oh.
No, look, I tell you, after the Persistent Universe launched, or specifically 3.0, which included the first explorable planets, one of the first things I did, and in fact one of the only things I did probably for the first 6 months, was to fly to planets, look at the sunset, and make time-lapse videos. So I'd literally park there, look at the sunset, start the recording, and walk away for like half an hour. Come back, speed up the video a little bit, and there you go. Time-lapse video of a sunset. Because it is jaw-dropping.
Well, this is jaw-dropping. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Especially the fact that the shadows are so realistic. That long shadow you get at twilight.
Without ray tracing.
Look at this big shadow come. Wow, the sun's going behind a building.
Yep. And so the shadow moves. It's cool, isn't it?
Dear gods.
You marvel, and that's the thing. I've been watching recently quite a number of videos that elite guys have started making, who made the jump to Star Citizen. And they freak out over the tiniest little things that we take for granted by now. It's like, oh yeah, sure, so the sun sets down, so the shadows move, so what? So I can walk around in my ship and pick up boxes and interact with them. I'm so used to it by now, you almost forget how cool it is. And then somebody sees it for the first time.
Yeah, and it really hits them like it's hitting me.
And they lose their minds over it. It's really quite something.
Can we stand here and watch the sunset?
We already did.
Wow, John, you're so romantic. You should see what you look like.
Like I said, dating mechanics are not in game yet, but I'm sure they've got it planned for a future patch.
But look at this, the sun, the way that it's. I don't even know how to express what I'm seeing.
Oh, this is such a beautiful buddy moment. I'm taking a screenshot of this as well. The two of you standing side by side, practically holding hands, looking at the sunset.
But it is some sunset.
It's beautiful.
I mean, look at the turret that's up there.
Yeah.
The glass in the turret. Oh, this is incredible.
Now
this is incredible.
I have no idea how they've done all of this. I have to be honest with you. It's just been. It's been quite. And now look here. This wasn't on when we came in. This red thing in here, the spotlight has come on, and now you can actually start seeing the light that it's casting upwards to illuminate the ships on display. Every location has both a daytime and a nighttime lighting setup. So, and it happens dynamically. As the sun sets, the lights in the city start coming on. And so the whole mood and atmosphere of the place changes depending on whether it's day or night. As we go back now, if you now walk back into the city where we just were, the guard towers, their lights will now start switching on. So then you've got this really oppressive, you're being watched feel, because there's a guard tower above you with this massive spotlight with armed guards walking around back and forth on the catwalk, keeping an eye on the people down below.
Look here to the left. I don't have words. I'm running out of words.
What are we looking at?
This here to the left. Not directly towards the sun, but look at the vista you've got here on the left side.
Oh,
yeah.
that.
Twilight, eh?
Yeah.
It looks like. Well, it looks like it's going to look tonight around 6, quarter to past 6 here in the western Transvaal.
Now, if you think that's impressive, you need to see the savannah. You need to see the savannah of Hurston at sunset. I've taken screenshots where it's like I grew up in the Lowveld, okay? And if you showed me that screenshot, I think I was looking at a picture of the area I grew up in. Same rolling hills, the same grass, the same trees. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely flipping phenomenal.
It's incredible.
But this place is ugly. We need to go show you the pretty ones.
Come, if this is ugly, I don't know what the pretty ones will look like.
Come.
Oh,
no,
let's go.
It has its beauty. I mean,
we need to go fly.
Definitely has its beauty.
We need to go fly.
It has its beauty in rawness. It's got this raw beauty.
Yeah. But it also looks ominous at the same time.
Yeah.
It looks as if this enormous ship with the big guns and the twilight and oh man.
Here's another wow moment for you. Stand here where I'm standing and watch the spotlight catch the glare on this canopy. Now this is a beauty. This little ship right here, the Mustang, is...
Which did you choose, Steph? Did you choose a Mustang or did you choose an Aurora?
I bought the package for him. I don't know which one.
I think it's an Aurora.
I think I got him an Aurora.
Okay.
I thought it was better because there's more you can do with an Aurora right now.
Right, yes.
Because you can't do, for instance, box delivery missions in the Mustang, unfortunately.
Yes.
What on earth is that? It looks like a UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter.
What are we looking at?
Winglassel propulsion.
Winglassel propulsion is they make engines. They make power plants for ships.
Whoa!
What
happened there to the right? There with New Deal, it was dark and then the lights came on and...
Yeah. It's getting dark. They switch the lights on. That's a perfectly normal thing to do. What you talking about?
This Winglassel advertisement, when you glance at it, it looks like a Black Hawk, a UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter.
You want to take a quick peek at the ships inside the dealer room? There's a couple of beauties in here as well. Come have a look. And then we really need to go fly some. Now, if you... This place specifically gives me privateer ship dealer vibes.
Yeah, definitely.
Now this guy off to the left is the Mist Prospector. This is your basic solo mining ship. It's got a nice big mining laser on the front here. Off to the right is the 85X. That's Origin's luxury runabout. This one over here. This is really pretty. It's ostentatious as hell, but it's really pretty. And then back here is the trusty old Aurora. Which one is this? I think this might be the LN actually. It's the LX, sorry. No, I've got an LN. This is the LX. It's the luxury version.
Ugly as sin and reliable as taxes.
And this thing, when they released it, everybody that played Privateer immediately said Tarshish. Right there. That's this game. That's this game's Tarshish. It's even got the same sort of outline to it.
Incredible.
There's actually a... it's this guy in the ship. You can get in the ships on the showroom floor. There's a...
This one doesn't have a space at the back, eh? Is this only a...
No, it's a runabout. This one, I don't think it even has a quantum drive. There we go.
No, there's not much inside, is there?
Nope. It's just a little... There's a bed right there in front of you. And a little bit of cabin space to move around in, and that's actually where you can... So if you do delivery missions, you can stack boxes inside that little space where you're standing now. And then there's the cockpit. So it's really bare bones.
It's pretty damn dark in here.
Yeah, but because it's not switched on.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have a space in the back.
No, there's no space in the back of that thing. It's a luxury runabout. This is the ship where if you've got an 890 jump or something like that, you dock the 890 at the spaceport and then you take this little runabout down to the planet. That's typically what you would do. And that's another thing that you can do in this game that I'm absolutely nuts about, is the fact that you can park your big ship up at this in orbit and then take a smaller vessel down to the planet if you should want to.
Yeah.
All of those things you've ever wanted to do, if you've watched Trek or Star Wars or whatever it might be, is like, it would be awesome to do that. You can do it. I think I've yet to imagine a scenario where it's like you won't be able to do that. At some point you will. Where it's ship-to-ship docking, done it.
What happened to Stefan?
He's
going outside again.
yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Other people's characters sometimes look a little janky from the outside with service sync not being perfect and whatever. Okay, the old woman need to stop shopping now and we need to get out into space. Kom.
Yeah, let's go fly a bit and let's
Into space.
Ek sit nou my voet neer.
let's go to ArcCorp, because ArcCorp is such a Blade Runner city.
Yes.
And
we can
we
can give him a quick tour of all of the. Oh, you want to go to the same shop where we spent half an hour last time?
Well, it's just you remember I said. I mean, remember. Let's get him a nice suit of armor and like ours. And,
Yes.
And he says he likes your color. So
And some weapons, yeah.
that
And
that
I know for a
thing.
fact that they sell it over there. And yes, you got to see ArcCorp. I agree. I don't think we've shown him ArcCorp. Are we taking the cut team? The cut is.
let's give him flying lessons. So let's all take our own ships, and let's give him a bit of flying lessons. I think.
Jeepers. Okay, all right. That's bold because he's gonna have to land at ArcCorp all by himself, which is not easy.
I'd rather drive along with you guys.
Okay,
Have
then let's
somebody
take the
else
cut
drive.
team.
Let's take the cutty for
Alright,
now. I don't
let's
mind
take the
flying, but I
cutty.
mean, he's gonna have to do some pretty tricky landing maneuvers, and he hasn't sorted out his control setup
Yeah,
for the game
I'm
yet.
not completely blooded yet.
Yeah, the best way to practice practice lifting off and touching down and all that kind of thing is first of all on the space station,
Yeah.
and then once you got that sorted, then you can. I think then planet landing is going to
Yeah.
be better.
But
well,
you-
quite
you-
honestly, actually landing on Microtech with the ship is actually pretty
Microtech
easy as
is easy because the hangars are front facing, so you fly in from the
Yeah.
front, and some of the hangars on
Mhm.
ArcCorp do the same. But landing at
Yeah.
Lorville is difficult because it's always top down.
Yeah. Come down,
And
follow me, eh?
with the wind, it really, I mean, the wind, if it's a quiet night, it's okay. But sometimes the wind is flipping screaming, and
Yeah.
it really gets you. Remember that dust storm that we landed in when we were doing our cave mission the other day?
Yeah, that was hectic. I almost
Yes,
hit the
that was
ground
hectic.
there 'cause I couldn't see the ground.
Yeah, because you came in too fast. That seems to be a thing with you.
It's coming in too fast.
He doesn't
Stay on
he doesn't
target.
slow down this guy until he's like almost on top of where he wants to go.
Yeah, but you've never driven with him where he's driving. It's terrifying.
I've driven with Azel. That's pretty terrifying as well. Sometimes.
No, John is worse.
Is John worse? Wow. I don't
John
think
is
I've
worse.
never driven with John before. Feast your eyes. This is such a pretty ship. This is the workhorse of Star Citizen. I tell you, the Cutlass is like.
Rescue.
Yeah, this is the Cutlass Red, which is an ambulance version. The base one is just an all-round brilliant ship. It can do a bit of everything. Get back! Don't stand under the cargo door. Didn't you read the safety signs?
You're speaking to John. Do you think he'll read the safety warnings?
No.
Somehow, I don't think so.
But in any case,
Wow.
so the workhorse, the basic Cutlass Red is like a real all-round workhorse. This one is an ambulance version, so it's got medical beds where you can respawn when you die. It's got a searchlight on top to look for, survivors in a wreck.
You just up Stefan to 260 storm.
Yes,
storm
yes.
point there.
So you stand next to the bed,
Mm-hmm.
and then hold the use button down. Here on your turn around, face the way. No, you sat down now. So face where I'm standing right now, and then if you hold use down, you'll see that a little tiny bit of text pops up, which is actually in reverse, so it's difficult to read. But it says set as preferred ICU, and then just click on it. Then the thing will start flashing green, and then that will be your spawn point when you die.
No, I've got sit and lie down. That's all.
Okay,
No, you're in the wrong spot.
then move a bit to your left. Move a little bit to your left. Here where I'm standing right now. There, I've just done it.
Okay. The yellow of the green flashing thing.
Well, that's what I did, but I don't think you've done it yet.
Oh, wait, I want to get him into the basement.
Okay, get up, Steph. Turn around, turn around, look at the bed. And in the front, close to this display on the front. If you
Actually,
hold,
right at the display. If you aim at the display, that's when you're going to get it.
oh, is it?
Yeah, at
It'll
the
be
back of display. eh?
tiny.
The back of the-
That's what I did now, and what I just did is what happens. I turn around and I sit down.
No, but then well, then what pops up is sit and lie down, and that's not the prompt that you're
No.
looking for.
That's not what pops up. If I look at the cushions, I get sit and lie down. If I look
Yeah.
at the screen,
Now it also says for me sit and lie down. You need to look
Just
in
quickly come
exactly
into
the
it.
right spot.
No, you're in the wrong place. Okay, you're actually standing in the area that he's supposed to be standing.
Yeah.
So, Steph, come stand over here where I'm standing right now.
Oh,
Alright,
it's
I'm gonna move
it's
out of the
you
way.
know what it is? It's this little screen on the side of the bed. That's what
Stand
you need
right
to be
here,
looking at.
Steph. Stand right here. All right, where I am right now. So I'm moving out of the way. Stand right there. Okay, now aim. Now aim. I'm gonna just take out my. Can't take out my gun. My gun. Aim at that. Aim at the bed handle.
You got
there
it.
we go.
You got it.
You got it. You got it.
Sit.
Okay,
okay.
Steph,
But this is what I did, the same as the other side. I turn around and I sit.
No,
Steph,
but
come
you-
in. Climb into the passenger seat over here now.
yeah,
so that
you
can just
you
see
must
the-
actually have a view of what's busy happening. Come through the door.
Okay, but have I done what I'm supposed to do now?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
well, you clicked and it flashed green, so I assume you did.
Yeah, it did work.
Okay,
You
so
did.
get into the rear seat.
Oh.
You're gonna fly F-14 or Apache style now, depending on which cockpit this reminds you of more. Probably the Apache cockpit. There we go. Nice.
All right. So Stefan, so
lovely.
here's the free look mode. All you gotta do is you gotta tap. Or are you already in free look? If you're moving your mouse, are you looking around in free look?
I don't know. I'm
should
moving
do.
a spotlight around. Or
Oh, that means you.
Or what I mean
you,
is your view stuck on front or
No,
are
but
you
he's
able to
selected.
look
He's entered
side
the
by
remote.
side?
He's entered the remote turret.
No. The flashlight does follow you whether you're in.
Oh, is
F4
it?
mode
Okay,
or-
all right.
Or in first person mode. So he's still in first person mode. So Steph, just tell me, is your view stuck straight forward, or are you able to look around as you move your mouse?
No, I'm looking around the whole hangar here.
Okay, so you're in free look mode. Perfect. Keep it like that. We're going to be lifting off in a moment.
Hmm.
Yes.
I wonder.
Where's my buddy Jakes now? Staan jy nou maar net hier op die vloer hier
Yeah,
agter my?
I'm just walking around in the cargo bay. There's nothing for me to do. I'll just
Oh.
I'll be cargo for this particular trip. Where
Steph, look up.
are the doors in front of us or above us?
Above us.
I've got no idea, but I can hear something running.
Oh yeah, they are above
Look
us. They
up.
are above us. Look
Look
straight
up.
up. Look straight up.
Straight up.
I can't. I'm looking into a piece of bulkhead if I look straight up.
All right, don't worry. Okay, we're going to start lifting off now. You ready?
Do it!
Okay.
Turn the engines on this time, John.
I'm going to take the ship out again.
What?
Out again.
No, you're breaking up. I can't hear you.
Something about a game. We're losing the pilot. Oh, this is freaking incredible.
What you saying, Yaz? I can't hear you.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Okay, we're good.
All sorted.
Okay, if you want to go external view now, Steph, hit F4 and then it's going to show you the ship as external view instead of you as
Oh my.
and then you can move the mouse around to get a nice view of what's busy happening.
Darn, I've never seen something so beautiful in my life.
Not the
This makes me think of Coruscant. I'm looking at it in about 45-degree direction. Looks quite a bit like Coruscant.
Funny you should mention that. Because we haven't visited Coruscant yet.
Oh. John, this is
Why are we flying sideways?
Well, there's probably a bit of a wind, but I'm just giving Stefan a bit of a...
Oh, okay. Don't fly into
Yes.
something, please. You might want to get some altitude in case.
External view, Steph, are you
Your volume's gone again, John.
Oh, you're gone, John. I can't hear you. I don't know in which view I am. I just know it's spectacular.
You can just hit F4 again to go back to your first-person view.
Yeah, I'm outside the ship now. And
Okay, am I
I'm
back again?
inside the ship. Yeah, you're a little
That
bit better
sounds
now.
that sounds a bit better.
All right,
Just
now
a tad.
just needed to unplug my mic and plug it in again. So, are you in first person or are you in external view, Steph?
No,
Are you
I'm
looking
in
through
the
your own
ship.
eyes, or are you looking from outside of the ship?
I'm in the ship.
Okay, press F4.
I have.
Okay, now you should be looking external view, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so watch my. Now we're in VTOL. I'm going to move up a little bit. So we are in VTOL at the moment. Now watch this. Okay, you ready?
Hit it. Punch
All
it.
right. Punch it.
Oh my.
Them engines just rotated.
Oh.
Did you remember to retract your landing gear?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yes, Yaku, if you sit in the
Ricky-o.
toilet, you can actually enter.
I can. I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
I-
sit
I-
on the
I
John.
found that out yesterday.
All the important things in John's life happens on the toilet.
There are two Johns in the ship. You're right. You're right. That actually works.
Tom,
That's so
this
cool.
thing has got a rate of climb like a...
No, that's what I'm saying. The mains on these
Moonwalker.
things are incredibly powerful. Now, okay, Steph, if you are in external view right now and you're looking at the rear of the ship,
Mm-hmm.
just off to the right of the ship, you'll see a bright yellow spot in the sky. That's one of the
Mhm.
moons.
Oh my.
That should be Ariel, if I'm not mistaken. It's the closest one of the four.
Wow.
And if you just
Yeah, Lawrence is aerial.
mouse around, then you'll get a nice view of the city from up
City.
top.
Mm.
And now you can see why this thing is
Yeah.
is an
Yeah, I
ambulance.
can see that the headquarters.
Yes, that thing's visible from space. I mean, you can stand on the orbiting space station and still see it. The building is something like 4 kilometers high.
What
It's
are
in-
all these graphics that I've got in my displays up here? I suppose that eventually you'll
Oh, yeah, that's it.
participate in some way.
It's the same view. Look, currently it's a searchlight, but in the base, or so in the Cutlass Red, it's a searchlight. In the base Cutlass Blue, that's a turret. So you're getting the
I
same.
just entered the turret, yes.
You're getting the same readout as you do for a turret.
Oh my
So you can spin around and have a look at it through.
god. Oh.
You're actually gonna get a very nice view of that fuzzy atmosphere thing that
Yeah,
always
I can
freaks
see
you
it.
out so much.
This is... I've said it so many times, but this is incredible.
That's quite something, huh?
It looks so beautiful.
It's pretty.
And it's got all these flashing lights on the ship like a,
Yeah, well, it's an
like a
ambulance.
fire engine, yeah.
It's an ambulance, that's the thing. That's why the searchlight, because what the red is supposed to do is if let's say there's a wreck out in space somewhere and you're looking
Oh,
for survivors.
oh no, oh no, oh no.
What?
Oh, I just have to look away. I'm actually getting vertigo.
Keep your eyes open now. Keep your eyes open.
Like Marie-Louise does.
Oh, yes.
I'm getting that now. When John tilted the ship backwards over the horizon,
Oh,
I literally got vertigo. My stomach flipped over.
there we go.
That's it.
Are we
Oh.
quantuming straight to ArcCorp?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just land at maybe land at
Bajini
Bajini Point first, so we don't have
Yes,
to
I've
come
got
all
it.
the way back in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, I'm going straight to
Oh.
Bikini. And
Okay,
then we'll
cool.
go down to area 18.
Awesome. That sounds like a plan. And then what?
So Yaku, I've got a question for you, dude.
Yes.
You know, like Stefan's in the passenger in the co-pilot seat there, right? now.
Yes.
So I was with the co-pilot seat while you were piloting the ship yesterday,
Yeah.
and you know I was again like we would in the other ship in the Carrack.
Hmm.
I was again trying to adjust the power, the various power sources, you know, as a co-pilot should, and it doesn't seem to take the co-pilot's inputs.
No, but
Obviously, they're going to be doing it, but when are they going to do that? Because
So-
really, that's something that we should be able to do now.
yes, okay, true, but so the tech to make that work is actually quite a bit more complicated than just enabling you to give inputs, because you need to have a system whereby you can control inputs coming from various terminals, and which is why what they've now done is, because otherwise, I mean, I could be in the pilot seat doing something, and you could be in the co-pilot seat doing something contradictory to what I'm busy doing. So like we're both trying to play with the power triangle at the same time. You
Steph,
got
just quickly look forward, Steph. Just look
I'm
forward.
looking,
okay?
I'm
Keep your
looking.
eyes forward. Okay, carry on, Yaku.
you got to find a way around that. So what they're doing is they're creating something called operator modes, whereby you go into a specific mode which gives you access to specific aspects of the ship's control. They're trying that out in the next patch. So 3.14 introduces what's called missile operator mode, whereby you switch from guns to missiles, and that means that your oh, there we go. Hello, ArcCorp. That was quick. Jeepers, this thing is fast.
Telling you, it's the fastest ship in the galaxy.
Well,
Fastest.
Jakes, I'm consistently at 30 FPS now.
That's nice, huh? I told you.
Yeah.
As soon as we get away from the cities, things get much better. It's buttery smooth now. Let me sit on the John again so I can see what's going on outside. So, Steph, I don't know whether it's obvious to you from where we are right now, but you are looking at the Coruscant of Star Citizen. The entire planet is one big cityscape.
Darn. What's this?
This is Beijing Point.
This is
each
the-
planet has a space station.
Yeah, each planet has an orbiting space station, which is also a spawn point. So that's very handy. You land there, and then if you want to, you can log off here and respawn here the next time, which I prefer to do because, well, it's a lot of effort getting out of a city because you have to walk to the spaceport and walk to the public transport, then ride to the spaceport, then catch a ship, then fly out of Atmo. It just takes ages. So it's much less effort to make one of the orbiting space stations like your semi-permanent spawn point.
Yeah.
Because then it's much quicker to get into space and if you want to go down to the planet's surface, you quickly pop down. If you want to travel somewhere else, you're already in space, so it just saves a bit of time. But okay, so like I was saying, 3.14 brings in missile operator mode, and that's going to allow the co-pilot to control the missiles on the ship. So then the co-pilot can, completely independent of what the pilot is doing, lock the missiles, aim the missiles, fire the missiles. That's step one towards proper multi-crew control with multiple terminals. And then they'll bring in additional operator modes in future patches. So eventually you'll be able to control the ship's power, control scanning, control whatever else there is to do for the other people on the ship.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love the space stations. I am
Oh.
totally enamored with these things. It always
By
hit
GD Point.
by Genie Point, yeah. That's what this one's called. It always hits me when you're flying. Just look at the shadow. Look at the shadow we're casting below. And the amazing thing what they've done with this level is, because it is one giant game level, is that there's only one lighting source, which is the central star. There's no other point lights other than the lights that are at locations and whatever. But you talk about global lighting, the star is it. So every shadow that gets cast is cast consistently with where you happen to be relative to where the star is.
Okay, John, you're a little bit nose heavy in that landing approach, dude.
No, he's good now. He's done this a couple of times. We should be fine. Okay, so just
Yeah.
Wow.
briefly setting down. So this is now our spawn point. If worst comes to worst, we'll all respawn at the space station.
Yeah.
Okay, now we
That's,
can fly straight down
quickly
to.
fill up.
We can
Just wanna
fly.
quickly fill up
Oh yeah,
my,
sure.
content.
Sure. Refuel, repair, whatever. And then we can fly straight down to Area 18 quickly.
Yeah. Okay, while that's filling
Oh.
up, let me set the point
Oh, so
to,
this is the
area
John you're on. It's the John you're on.
Oh! Yeah,
En daar's was 'n wasbakkie.
yeah. See, unfortunately,
2
Drake
bunks.
Interplanetary are one of the low-cost manufacturers, so they've got money to build spaceships, but they don't have money to put doors on the spaceship's toilet.
To put a door on the John.
No, there's no door for the John. This actually looks like a door on the right here, but you can't interact with it, so I assume
Okay,
it
so
doesn't work
Steve,
for whatever
coming
reason.
to the passenger seat again, we're about to go down to ArcCorp now.
Yeah,
You gotta-
you-
you gotta-
you-
Say again?
get into the passenger
Come
seat.
into the-
You're gonna want to see this.
Oh, okay.
Is it less cool the second time, or is it still cool?
Oh,
Getting into the seat. So this is like
this is incredible.
It's
I cannot believe my eyes.
it's an Apache layout, basically, isn't it? The staggered seat
Yeah,
where the
yeah,
rear
it's
is
exactly-
higher than the
yeah.
front.
Oh, this looks so good.
All right, now you're about
Okay.
to
Oh, vertigo, vertigo, vertigo.
you're about to see a thing.
Oh.
I just want to quickly get my spawn, my... It's
ML
there.
sal nooit hierdie ding kan speel nie. Sy sal
Ja.
katte skiet
Sy
binne
kan
die
nie
eerste 5
sy kan nie
minute.
kyk hoe ek hom speel nie. She literally has to, but that's true of any first-person game where there's reasonably fast camera movement. She has to look away. It makes her completely nauseated.
Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open.
I'm keeping them open. Okay, we're quantum driving towards the planet. Is that a good idea?
Yep, keep watching, keep watching. Keep watching.
Technobot!
Stop panicking, dude. It's all under control. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's quite a nice vista, that actually.
What is that?
Yeah.
It looks like some kind of...
That's the airport, the spaceport over there that I'm heading towards.
I don't know what,
straight ahead.
what do you look. Yeah. That's the spaceport.
It looks like some kind of emblem or...
It does. It does. I think the shape is specifically to make it more recognizable from the air, because, as you can imagine, navigating your way around this place might be a bit of a mission if you don't have any landmarks. But just hit F4 again and look around you.
Oh, and it sounds exactly correct outside.
Mm.
I've never been here.
No, we could never bring you here because your system wouldn't cope.
Yeah, this is Coruscant.
Yes, this is very Coruscant.
John, start easing
Right
back
now.
on you're too low, dude.
The autopilot's gonna take control of the ship again, eh? Maintain
You
altitude.
think so?
Yes. Don't fly too low over the
Okay,
buildings.
turn.
No, it's fine. He's not headed for a building.
Wow.
We don't want the autopilot to grab the ship again, because the autopilot tends to be a bit homicidal sometimes. So it grabs the ship and just slams you straight into the ground.
Yeah.
It's a bad boy. Shouldn't have flown
This
so
is
close
so
to the
incredible
buildings.
because do either of you know who Peter Elson was?
I think I've heard the name before, but it doesn't immediately ring a bell.
It's a legendary sci-fi artist, and he made paintings that
Yeah.
look almost exactly like
Well,
what we're seeing here now.
I can tell you this, for concept art, they grabbed some of the top guys in the industry. Some of the guys that did concepting, whether it's ships or planets or whatever, have worked on the biggest movies in the industry. They've worked on Star Wars, they've worked on The Expanse, they've worked on whatever, The community of artists that do this sort of job is actually not that big. And they're all freelance. They don't particularly work for any one company. They move on from one job to the next. So, you get on like we're busy making a space station, would you mind doing some concepts for us? So, I mean, a lot of the art in this game, the ships and whatever, has been created by artists that would have worked on our basically the biggest sci-fi movies and series franchises that we've all grown to love. Need to go a bit forward. Are you landing with external view, John?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Maybe just a tad to the right. I think you're. Alright, cool. That should be fine.
I'm also in the external view.
The cool thing about ArcCorp is there's rarely, if ever, any wind. I haven't really noticed any weather in this place. So
Yeah, but this is a subsidiary planet of the Hurston.
no. So,
Dynamics.
like I was saying, the 4 planets, every single planet has been bought by a different mega corporation.
Oh, okay.
And every planet is named after the company that bought it. So Hurston belongs to Hurston Dynamics. ArcCorp belongs to ArcCorp. ArcCorp is a company that makes engines. So their main business is propulsion. Then you've got Crusader, which was bought by Crusader Industries. They make spaceships. And you've got Microtech, which is the consumer electronics company of the future. So those are the 4 planets in the system.
Bunks to sleep in.
Yeah, could you just show me how to use this weapon rack up here?
Okay.
Excuse me for a moment.
It's not going to work now because we're in an armistice zone. In order to equip the weapon in the rack, you actually need to be able to take the weapon out.
Okay. So in other words, what you're saying, if I pick up weapons in the field, I can bring them back here and store them here.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Holy crap!
So you need to be able to equip the weapon. So you hold the weapon in your hand, and then when you interact with the weapon rack, it should give you the option to place it.
My word.
And then you
I
place the
can
weapon in the rack. It doesn't work in an armistice zone, which is maybe why you haven't been able to do it before.
Jakes,
Right.
did you realize this cubicle is actually a shower, a john,
Yes.
and everything, because you can fold away the john and then you've got a shower.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. That's right. I mean, this
there's a drain on the bottom.
It's
Oh,
basically
okay.
it's basically military. This
Yeah.
this brand of ships, which is called it's the Drake company Drake. They make everything in very stock industrial.
Yeah, it's very utilitarian. So they're cheap,
very
and
utilitarian,
their
yes.
ships have got a reputation of being used for nefarious purposes. So pirates love them some Drake ships because
Yeah.
they're cheap,
But
they're
for mining
rugged,
as well,
they're
mining
easy
is-
to maintain. You know, they're not a luxury brand, but they are.
If you don't have to worry about that now, we're now at ArcCorp.
What's he doing?
I tried to save my soul again.
Oh, okay, no, you're fine, you're good. Here we go.
This is
Rylan.
incredible. It actually feels that we really did now fly here in that ship.
We did.
It feels
Weren't you paying attention? That's exactly what we were doing.
that I'm so overwhelmed with all the sensory input that I'm part of the higher functions of my brain are shutting down. And what the heck is this?
Come, dude.
Firefighting equipment.
We're in the. Yeah, that's gonna become usable at some point. Of course it is. All right, Riker Memorial
Man, I
Spaceport.
love this city, Steph. Steph, let me tell you, this is one of my favorite cities. I got to say.
I don't visit it all that often. I prefer the nature scenes, and so I tend to hang out on planets that have got like a more natural vibe to them. But this place is seriously impressive. There's no.
But on all these planets, the ecosystems have essentially been destroyed.
Not all of them.
And
So
everything's just manufacturing.
Hurston's been strip mined, so yes, that one's the ecosystem has been shot all to hell. ArcCorp, they've basically built a gigantic city out of the planet, so there aren't any biomes left. So yes.
John, this reminds me of Noveria. This scene right here.
Is that so? Eh?
Yeah.
And then Microtech is an ice planet. It was going to be properly terraformed, and they apparently had a bit of a terraforming accident. So the temperature on Microtech is way colder than it should be, but it still has a lot of natural biomes left. It's just frozen over for the most part. And Crusader is a gas giant, so it really didn't have a biome that you could mess up to begin with.
Can I walk around on that ice planet, or am I going to freeze again?
Absolutely. Well, you will eventually freeze, but not immediately. We'll
You see,
go to Microtech after this, I think.
Yeah, depending on your suit, Steph. If you've got a suit that can't handle cold that much, it'll give you about 14 minutes, I suppose. before
Yeah,
you
it
need to
depends
get-
on the cold as well, and obviously
Oh, I ain't got shit at the moment.
the daytime, nighttime temperature
Don't worry,
differs
we're giving
as
you
well.
something now.
Oh, look at the detailing here. Something
Somebody-
spilled.
Somebody forgot to take the trash out. Are you looking at the spillage on the floor? Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they still haven't cleaned that up. That's been there since the last time I visited.
They still haven't cleaned that up.
They haven't-
Oh, this
and
is
over
great.
here, the spot where I'm standing over here, they did too much cleaning. Look at the scuff marks on the floor.
Mm. It
And-
looks
and they
very
haven't taken
Star
out the
Wars,
garbage.
Used and dirty.
Ew. Just look at the puddle here next to the garbage bag. I don't want to know what
No,
that
that's
is.
something that's rotting.
Yes, probably. they haven't quite introduced 4D, so you can get the smells from the game, but I'm sure that's coming in a future update.
Along with the required hardware.
They'll call it the smell my fart patch. Oh, this bit. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Absolutely.
this is something you have to experience. This is one of the coolest experiences in the game.
Steph, just look at the name over here, first of all. Just come and have a look at this name. You're gonna
Oh.
appreciate this.
Riker Memorial Spaceport.
So, John, you know what the story is behind Riker Memorial?
Tell me.
It's apparently, I have to fact check things a little bit. From what I understand, it's named after a backer of the game, one of the guys that originally backed the game from way back.
So it's not Commander Riker.
No. No,
Oh.
we're not quite in the same universe as Star Trek. No, it's named after one of the backers of the game who unfortunately passed away. And so they named the port in his honor.
Oh, I see. Okay.
At least that's the story that I heard.
Yes.
Cave into your craving.
Yep.
All right, come and have a look. All right, Steph, this is going to be the most awesome train ride you'll experience.
Well, tram.
Tram.
But it's a sky tram.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Come and grab a front view now. Come stand up here in the front.
Yeah.
Just grab a front
You want to be
view.
on this side?
Yeah.
Yep, where I'm standing. The other
This
side, the
other
other side.
side, yeah.
We're going in this direction now.
Yeah, go stand right up in the front. Get a full frontal view.
You made that sound dirty.
Now this looks Star Warsy. This highway that isn't the highway where everything's just flying. Oh my. Grrr.
Wait until
Tom,
you
this
get
is
to-
very Mass Effect. This is very, very Mass
Very,
Effect.
Extremely.
How many times are you guys gonna say that again?
We're gonna say it a lot.
Check it out, Steph. Check it out.
Where the freak are we going? We're gonna hit the fucking building.
Only if the tram's AI fails us. I've never seen it do that before.
Wow.
All right, we're coming up to our stop, and you're going to see the place that we're actually going to fly directly over the area that we're going to be walking around in. Right now, look down and around you, and that's where we're going to be walking
Yeah.
around.
You can actually
To the
sit,
left.
you can go to the local watering hole, you can sit in the bar and look out the window and watch the trams coming past.
Yeah, everything to the left of you will be walking around in.
Yeah, there's an NPC T-posing over there somewhere.
Look at the Blade Runner
Mm.
here in front of us.
Oh yeah, that's very Blade Runner.
Yeah. All right, let's get out before.
You only need a TDK advertisement and you're fine.
Yeah.
Well, the trading company, the main trading company is called...
Oh crap! Oh! You left me on the tram!
Why didn't you get off?
I tried! Oh
This is
no!
hilarious.
Ah.
Okay, just stay
no.
there, just stay there. Don't worry.
Stay
we'll
on
come
it,
back.
it'll come back. Now you get to experience...
Yeah, I'm
now,
gonna take
you
it.
just wanted to experience the ride again, that's what it was.
No, I was like still looking around and I saw you guys go out and there the door goes and the door closed in my face, literally.
Well, enjoy the trip. Enjoy the trip.
Yeah, now you get to watch it without us. So, John, maybe you and me can have a quiet conversation now that Steph is out of earshot. Centimas,
Yeah.
make every shot count. I
Oh.
love the in-game adverts. It's so cool.
Mm.
This also remembers me or reminds me of Flashback and Another World. More flashback, kind of.
Yeah, having flashbacks of
Delphine.
flashback.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I ever... Flashback's a game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an old Delphine. It was a French software
Oh,
company.
yeah,
They made Another
yeah,
World
yeah.
and Flashback.
Okay, yes. I remember the names, but I don't think I ever owned those. So I never played them. I heard about them though. There's a lot of classic stuff I never played, unfortunately.
Okay. I'm just going to stay seated. I
You
suppose
just
it's
you
going
just
to
stay
cycle
on the
down
tram.
there.
The exact same tram will come back again. It shuttles between the CBD and the spaceport, just like a real tram would. You are currently, just for reference, you are 13 kilometers away from us.
That's right. Yeah.
That's how fast
Oh.
that tram goes.
So
Yeah,
I
if you
must
look
have
it up-
reached over 700 miles an hour now.
Yeah. If you look at us, you'll see how far we are. And you'll see as you start coming closer.
Okay, it's just looping back.
Yeah. Yeah. You come.
Darn. It is so pretty.
This is definitely not the fastest tram that you'll
No,
experience.
no,
Microtech
the
is
train at
beautiful bullet
Microtech
train.
is
A bullet train, basically.
it's
yeah.
it's a bullet train. It is really quick. The Sky Shuttle at Orison is also quite leisurely.
Well, this
Yeah,
thing,
Forest Nest-
if I treat it like reality, it appears that it reaches about 500 km an hour.
Guys have actually done the math. They check the distance between New Babbage Spaceport and the city, and they worked out how long it takes to get there if you take the train, and then in other words calculate it. I mean, it's
Gives you the velocity.
distance over time, so you can calculate the velocity.
Yeah, so as you're coming up, you'll see us still waiting for you on the.
We'll be standing here with disapproving looks on our faces.
Sorry, guys.
But you went
I'm
joyriding
back.
again, didn't you? Yeah, we can see you. There you are. There you are. Jumping up and down. You bad
Okay, where do
boy.
I get out? Where do I get
Right
out?
in the middle where you are now is where the doors are. They're gonna open up
Let
right
me
in front of you.
out.
There you go.
Oh,
Alrighty then.
Alright. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Yeah, let's
Hmm.
go to the ArcCorp Plaza.
Have you got your Blade Runner hat on?
And my frame rate is still acceptable.
Yeah, even mine is a little. I'm not looking at the numbers, but I can feel that it's just a tad more stuttery now.
Yeah, same yeah.
But that's normal. They have said that in cities especially, the render thread is currently still stuck on a single CPU thread, which is something they plan to change. So with cities, you know, your frame rate really takes a hammering because it's a single CPU thread that handles all the render tasking.
If they make that multi-thread, that'll be awesome.
That is what they're doing.
Just have a look around you, dude.
I think we broke him. I think we broke him. Steve, you okay, buddy? You okay?
No, I'm not okay. What is this even?
Oh,
This
so
ball
the
thing,
ball
it
in the
looks
middle.
like a differential on a car, but three-dimensionally.
They apparently built that just as something of a tech demonstrator because, you know, they're a tech company, so it's like, oh, look what we can do. I don't even know what it is, what it's supposed to be. It's a symbol of ArcCorp's
Yeah, it's
technological
Planetary
genius or something.
gears. But... Oh.
They are the gears that keep the planet going. You
But
say-
look at the reflections. There's reflections. Oh, and it's splined gears. They're supposed to have shafts coming into them.
Possibly. And they do all of this without ray tracing, which is why I'm saying Nvidia can suck it. Who needs who needs RTX when you can do all of this with just regular what's the technique called again? Rasterization and
Rod. Or Fong.
I don't remember what they call it. Hey, this NPC is looking at me funny. Don't be disrespectful.
Now, John, this looks very Blade Runner-y. Especially these incredibly tall buildings. And all the holograms that are dancing around.
That's the vibe they're going for.
Okay,
And-
it says I'm starting to get hungry or something.
Oh really?
Oh, really?
Well,
What's
okay. I'm getting thirsty. It's three little droplets next to each other.
But
That's your thirst indicator.
oh, that's the thirst, eh? Lekker. Let's go get something to drink. That's a great idea. Okay, let's this way.
We can go to.
Where you?
Well, I
going?
think the weapon shop has actually got drinks that you can buy, doesn't it? Since we're going
Yeah,
there
but-
anyway.
Let's not be boring, man. Let's not do it in the weapon shop. Let's go to the food court.
Oh, okay. You wanna you
It's got
really
a food court.
you really want to do the touristy experience? Okay, here's the bar. I don't recommend it.
G-Lock.
Okay, let's go to the bar.
Okay, so come, Steph. Let's get a drink.
I don't think the bartenders actually work all that nicely, but you should in theory be able to order something from them.
Let's have a look.
Where is he? He's not even on duty
What?
today.
I'm right behind you.
Look
Oh,
here.
yeah, no, no.
He's not here. Where the frick did he go? Ay.
COVID.
Yeah, maybe. But then we're not gonna come. We're not gonna come right there if there's no bartender.
Hang on, let me just.
This
have
is a
look
nice
at the-
reference. The two
What?
engines. They
Yeah.
make engines.
Yes.
Where do you see that?
Hanging
There's
above
two,
us,
like,
yeah.
two huge Starship engines hanging.
Oh, yes.
No, we're now looking out over the platform where we just got off the tram. It's right outside the window.
Yeah.
Mm.
So if someone's standing there, I mean, if you were in here while we were out there, you'd be able to see us standing there.
Mm.
Okay, come on, let's go to the food court then, rather.
Yeah. The service in here sucks.
Yeah.
These
man.
these guys are probably players. The ones sitting here with their armor on, because NPCs don't do that.
No, there was somebody standing on a table back there.
Oh yeah, that's a common NPC behavior done around here. It's a running joke. People are joking they're eventually gonna come up with an in-lore reason as to why people stand on tables.
All right. Now here's your first lesson. Now, Yaku, you do the honors and instruct him on how to buy
will.
that drink.
I will do that. So if you walk close to yonder burrito stand over here, you see there's a crate of fizzy drinks here in front of you. Okay, so you don't have a helmet on, which is good. So if you hold the F key, it'll highlight the drinks, and then you've got two options. You've got more info, which you don't need, and you've got quick buy. So just click on quick buy.
Have I got the cash?
Yes, it's only 3 AU, you see, it's very cheap. Alright, there you go. Your guys now picked up a can. Now you can hold the F key and look down at the can.
Wait,
And-
first of all, a trick, just because whilst things start going haywire sometimes, walk backwards away from the bar. Because otherwise sometimes you click on the wrong thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay,
Alright. So look down at the drink in your hand, and you can do a whole bunch of stuff with it. If you've got a suit that has storage, then you can stow it for later use. At this point, all you want to do is drink, so just click on drink, as I'm now demonstrating. There we go.
Having a drink with my buds.
Your first
in
drink of the
space.
bit. Come on, Yaz, now you gotta have one as well.
Let's take a walk while you're drinking, dude. Let's take a walk this way. You're still gonna. Yeah, you can walk and drink.
Walk and talk, walk and talk. Walk and drink. You actually can. I've never tried walking and drinking before. Have you tried drinking and driving?
Well, drinking and flying.
Or drinking and flying? Ooh, this place has beer on tap.
Yeah, but I don't see any, man. What the heck?
Drafts.
Probably because it's lockdown.
Yeah, they're not selling alcohol. Oh, look, they've still got the election posters up.
Yeah, I see that. I don't know when they're going to be taking that off.
But that happens in real life as well, so this is utter realism. Election posters are left up for like a year after the election. Nobody bothers to take them down.
The outsider's insider.
Yeah, it's corny, isn't it? Who did you end up voting for, Yaz? Leilani Addison, the one that won.
No, we voted for that other woman.
Sharad.
who- Yes.
Yeah. The Imperator's right-hand lady, but she lost.
Yeah,
You
so
could
it's-
vote?
You could vote, yeah, if you're a... you could go to the website and vote for the next Imperator of the United Empire of Earth. And if you didn't cast your vote...
Steph, quickly, look that way. You're seeing the tram coming now.
Yeah, there it comes. There it comes.
You see it?
Yeah.
And then so if you know, if we were standing there and looking over here, we'd be able to see each other as well.
Yeah.
And look above right now, Steph. Here comes the tram from the spaceport now.
Whoa.
Oh look, here's Dumpers. It's the local hardware store. So Dumpers is your
Dumpers.
Dumpers Depot. Yeah, that's where we gotta take a look inside. That I love Dumpers. It's such a cool store. This is where you buy ship equipment. So any place with a Dumpers Depot is weapons and equipment and whatever. This is a particularly cool Dumpers. I love this one. We recycle everything.
Dis 'n plantjieswinkel eintlik.
Yeah, look at the back there. Look at the back. They're busy tearing a hornet apart. That's so sad.
Oh my goodness, look at that, eh? Everyone's watching.
Yeah, pretty much. Now over here, and this is the other thing that gives me privateer vibes. Steph, come take a look here. You've got shelves with actual equipment on display. So here's your shield generators. Here's your power plants.
Mm.
It's another thing that
If you had to hold F and hover over them, you'll see the
prices
you
and
know,
everything.
you can
Oh, I need to
them
take a
off.
drink. I'm still thirsty. This is the other thing that tends to freak elite people out, is that you can, you've got the ship equipment all packed out, and you can look at them. Ooh, 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 ooh! You're gonna laugh if you see this one. Come stand here where I am quickly, Steph. You're gonna laugh if you see this.
Oh,
yeah, there you
okay.
go. Now you see the middle shelf here where I'm looking at.
Mhm.
This green power plant with a red center. Just use F and just hover over it. Look at the brand name.
Tarsus. Ramp. RSI.
EOS, Flood. I see. So a lot of these are branded ArcCorp. So they are power plants made by ArcCorp. But they sell other stuff here as well. Now there's a lot of Wing Commander and Freelancer references in the equipment manufacturers and things like that.
For sure.
Flood,
Juno
Spectre,
Starwerk.
Juno Starwerk, yeah. And one of the weapons, the big weapon manufacturers, is called Klaus and Werner.
Hypergen. ACOM.
What are these? These look like batteries.
ANR.
They do, but I think they just size.
The really small power plants, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're size ones.
Het lijkt soos karbatterye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are slightly bigger ones. A&R, oh yes, Amon and Reese. Sakura Sun.
These are size 2, look like it to me, and then we must.
This one down here is called the Juno Starwerk Trommel. It's a trommel. Yeah. The one that I'm looking at right now.
Yeah.
It's the trommel. It costs 50,000 credits too.
But
Oh,
what
no.
are these? Are these cargo modules or something?
No. These are power plants. These are actual.
Well,
Okay, but what are these?
power plants,
Which
yeah, there
ones?
are
Which one are
shields.
you looking at? What are you looking at? Oh, in front of you. No, those are power plants. They're power plants of different sizes.
Hmm.
So if you click on buy, then it will show you a screen with more info. Oh, these are quantum drives.
Quantum
That's what they are.
drive, yeah.
Ah, okay, they're quantum drives. They're not power plants.
Yeah.
The quantum drive is the thing that allows you to do sublight
These ones over here are shields. I
point
think.
UCR. These are shields. You can see the emitters on the side.
Yeah. These are shield generators, yes.
Gordon Defender.
Yeah, Gorgon Defender, all stop. The Force Wall.
Here's the coolers. These are the coolers. Very important in battle.
Yeah.
To keep the weapons going as long as possible.
Especially now with the changes that they're making in 3.14, heat is going to become a long-term thing there, they say. So you won't be able to dump heat as quickly as you currently do. The heat will build up over time if you're not careful. It won't be easy to get rid of. So they want to make heat a more long-term consequence. You have to be a bit more careful about your ship's energy management.
I love this. It looks. They all look functional. It's like
Yes. Now,
something that can work. It's got ports to plug it in and.
what becomes really crazy is that they're busy retrofitting, especially some of the older ships, to allow for this. But every ship has got item ports and access panels where you can actually open up the access panel and look at this piece of equipment that's installed on your ship. And in future,
Yeah.
you might even be able to swap it out manually or do some basic repairs on it.
Nice. High voltage. Keep out.
All right. Okay. Everybody's good with drinks now, so let's maybe head on to the weapon shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Here's a Klaus and Werner advertisement. A citizen's evolution. I don't even know what that means.
That's the gun that I've got, isn't it? No.
Yeah, it might. I don't
Yeah.
know. We reuse and recycle everything. The lighting is staggering.
Mm.
Absolutely staggering. The lighting guys deserve a huge amount of props for this place because it is just phenomenal what they've done.
I've never been down there. What's down there?
Oh, that little alleyway off to the left. It's
Yeah.
just a little seedy dead end that you can walk around. Maybe in future you'll be able to meet like a, let's say, less than lawful mission giver over that side. Astro Armada is the ship shop, not the chip shop, the ship shop. But we don't actually want to go that way. There's no way back. I think, yeah, we got to go back down here past the.
No, Yaku, come back.
What?
Come back, come back, come back.
What?
No, man, this is still the route.
Oh, where you want to go?
Come, we just gotta go around over the skywalk. You know?
Oh, yes. We can actually go over the skywalk. Okay, cool. Fair enough, you win.
Oh, the first plans I've seen.
Oh, there's lots more. We'll go show you some proper plants.
Idea.
No.
Just a quick look.
Just
Come and have a-
Astro Armada.
just come and
Okay.
have a quick look. This is lovely. This
They
is
don't
really
have
awesome.
they don't have much on display though, but the architecture is phenomenal.
Yeah, they've got that one ship. What's it called again?
The Anvil Hawk.
You'll see
This
it now.
was here it is. The Hawk was on display the last time I was here. Yeah, they've still got the Hawk.
Mm.
It's a sinister looking thing. This.
Yeah, the way the ship, the wings fold out and everything like that is actually pretty cool.
It looks like a letter I on its side, or a Y.
Something like that, yeah. It's got a weird geometry shape though. I can never quite figure out
Yeah.
what part of the ship I'm looking at.
How do I get in there?
Gotta jump up.
Would you be able to get off again? Because I'm not so sure I've ever walked around on that platform before.
Well, I'm in the ship at the moment.
How is it?
No, I cannot jump high enough to get in there.
Oh, there we go. Oh,
Oh, my
that's...
heart rate has spiked because I've been jumping so much.
Yeah, you can't just jump around like a crazy thing in this game. At some point you'll... Yeah, well, the easiest access is from the other side, Steph. Boom. Okay, could you actually get up here? I just check. Yeah, you can. There we go. I just jumped up. Right at the intersection between the platform and the railing is the easiest place. Yeah, more or less where you're standing now.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, so they don't keep a lot of stock on display at this here ship dealer, but you just interact with the terminal and buy the thing that you want. And apparently someone will show up at your door within 14 working days with your new ship.
Adira Falls Apartments.
Alright, now I'm back across the... What have you? The bridge. Do they still have ships flying past down here? No, it's just the trams now.
Only the trams, yeah. I think maybe because the guys were crashing into the trams.
No, but I mean, they used to have like NPC ships flying past.
Oh, yes.
Oh, here's
you're right.
Kasaba. Here's Kasaba. And I think Cubby Blast is this way as well.
Yep, it is.
Yes, it is. Here we go. This is the spot. So your residence in ArcCorp, where you wake up when you spawn here, is this building over here. Adira Falls Apartments. This really high one that we're looking at now. This is your apartment building. And the weapon shop is right over here.
Dus hulle het besluit hulle maak engines. Hulle is helemaal cool met weapons.
Ja. Hulle is nie so gepla oor wapens verkoop soos wat Houston is nie. Now this is a proper store.
Oh, what no.
Keep calm and carry one.
Hi, thanks for coming in.
Alright, so where's his suit? Let's get his suit. So first of all, we've got to transfer the credits to him. Let's just see how much it's going to cost.
This one right here, it's on display.
Okay, so
That's
it is what?
2722, and that's for the next, so that's about 5. There's another, let's call it 7. About 8 grand, I think, in total.
It's 4 grand each, eh? Let's transfer it to him.
Yeah. I could give him more than that, in fact. I think.
Freaking hell, you bought me an SSD, now you're buying me a spacesuit.
More trader.
Yaku, that's a good idea, Yaku. Let's transfer 10 grand to him each.
Yes.
And then that's also going to cover any rifles or something like that.
Bloody taxes.
This is crazy.
You pay like a, what's it, 5 or half a percent tax on the transfer fee, so I pay an extra 50 credits.
I've got 29,286.
Alright, that should be enough to at least
This
get you
is
started.
crazy, crazy, crazy.
So Steph, okay, now you need to come and buy this armor.
This is the one I was wearing that you were eyeballing earlier.
This one.
Yep, right in front of you.
So
You
gotta
can
buy. You gotta buy the torso, the arms, the helmets, and the legs.
Bought the torso. Bought the helmet. Okay, I've bought the arms.
we're back here again.
And the legs.
Yeah, you can also buy different undersuits,
I
but
think you're going to be happy with that.
I think the one that you're wearing now is probably fine. We're not gonna spend.
All right. Yaku, if you can instruct Stefan on how to now equip it all. that
Okay,
would be
so
fantastic.
you go back to the standing man app again, equipment manager. Then you need to first re-equip your undersuit. So go to undersuit, and then you've only got the Odyssey 2 available to you at the moment, I think. You with me, Steph?
Yep.
Okay, so hit Odyssey 2 and then say, and click on it so that it's equipped, and then say save changes and equip. Then it should show you your guy now standing there with his undersuit on. Not his underpants, but his undersuit. And then once you've got your undersuit back again, you can go to the armor section. And then you've got helmet, torso, arms, and legs, and you can equip each one of them individually. And just remember to hit save and equip every time, otherwise it forgets what you've done. Game's actually running really well now. And we've been playing for an hour and a half. Sometimes the servers age a bit and then the frame rates start coming down, but so far so good.
How do I look?
You haven't equipped the arms and you haven't equipped the helmet.
Yeah.
It's a nice cipher.
I can see the torso and I can see the legs, but you haven't equipped the arms or the helmet yet. It's either that or the change didn't take.
It's
It's just a
sniper rifle.
I don't have an option to. Okay, right. Try again.
different.
Arms any better?
SMG. I was looking for the assault rifle.
Yes, there we go. There we go. I can see the arms now. Did you buy the helmet?
Yeah.
It should say Orc Mark X Singularity. The helmet sometimes takes time for whatever reason.
Well, it says the helmet is equipped.
With Orc Mark X Singularity.
No, it says Odyssey 2, helmet alpha.
No, well that's not the helmet that goes with the suit. Did you buy the helmet that's on the suit?
Hey,
I don't think you did.
equip.
Two different ones. SMG,
Do you have more than one helmet in your list?
fast shooting gun, SMG, and then the assault rifle. Then you get
Let me
the
just see.
You need to look up to the helmet. Or you can just go to the shopping interface. That's the other.
So yes, assault rifle and SMG. The LMG is a big heavy gun. I think it's going to be too heavy for it.
PAR is,
Hmm.
PAR is this rifle. Is in assault rifle.
It's just the PAR.
That the only
Now I bought 2 helmets. Available 2.
Oh dear.
That's okay. Don't worry. That's totally
And
fine.
it says in use 1, so at least something considers it is already being used.
Okay, there it happens now. Cool. That's it. Okay, turn around so I can take a picture of you. You look so pretty. That's
Nice, man.
it. You're like a proper armor model there. Look at him. All kitted
Look
out and
at
sinister.
me.
Alright, time to buy weapons.
I think the P4, eh?
Yeah, the
do you
P4 will be
think?
great. I think it'll be easier to just shop it from the interface. So come now, I can someone learn how to use these screens as well. So come to this screen that says welcome to Cubby Blast touchscreen to start, and then I'll talk you through it.
Okay. Medpen, Oxypen.
Yeah, you want to buy some of those as well. So under miscellaneous, you've got Medpen and Oxypen. So click on the thing you want to buy. Under Oxypen, you can just click on buy, and then I would say buy, I don't know, maybe about 10 of them or so. It's useful to have those in stock.
I tried an LMG before.
Okay, I've bought 10 of them.
Okay. Oxypens I've never used. John, have you ever used an Oxypen?
Yeah, that's right.
I'll buy 5 of them.
Okay, yeah, just because that's supposed to inject oxygen directly into your blood if for whatever reason you are suffocating or something.
Okay, undersuit I don't bother with.
No, you've got an undersuit already, but there are others you can buy. Right, go to weapons. Now it selects attachments by default. First go to weapon. They sell the P4AR, yeah. Scroll down the list,
How
there
do
it
I
is.
turn off the conversations because it's messing up the interface. I can't see behind the text.
Is your chat window been open this whole time? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You should have said F12.
Ah, that's
F12 to get rid of global chat. Jeez, bloody get to say it, dude. Okay, scroll down the list until you get to the P4AR Night Stalker. I think you want that one. That's a classic.
Stalker.
Is it an SMG? It's an assault rifle, so this is an AR. Yeah. You buy
Okay, only one of them.
Yeah, buy that one.
I think you're going to be happy with that.
Got it.
All right, and then you can now you can buy ammo. I think you should have a sidearm equipped by default. That it should be the. What is the default sidearm again?
LH86 Warhawk.
If you, oh, okay, no, that's is that in the shopping list? No, I think you've got your default should be the Arclight pistol, I think.
That's
Okay, how do I buy ammunition?
Okay, go to attachment. Then ammunition is under attachment, and then you scroll down. The list is alphabetical. I think they still need to redo the shopping interface and make it sortable and filterable and all that sort of stuff. Scroll down until you get to P4AR magazine, and then you can buy as many as you like. They're really cheap. And every bullet inside the magazine has been lovingly modeled in exquisite detail.
Well, 10 magazines ought to do it for now.
Yeah, buy more. They're really, really cheap, so there's no reason to not buy them. Alright, then we can also look at some attachments for you. So what size is the... Alright, so you gotta look at weapon sizes. Now the P4AR is a size 2 weapon. You'll see if you look at the weapon itself, it says it's a size 2. That means you can also buy size 2 attachments. So if you go to the attachment, you should be able to buy anything size 2 and below. You got your laser pointers, you got your flashlights, you got your gun sights, you got stabilizers, but the square stabilizers are for pistols, not for rifles. So what is there that is useful here? Let's have a look. Scalpel, tacit suppressor. Okay, so you've got compensators that help with muzzle drift, and you've got suppressors obviously for
Okay, I'm gonna buy a Scion compensator.
you can buy the Scion compensator. That's something which one though? Does it say size 3?
With 3.
No, it's too big, it won't fit. Remember,
Oh,
you can only
okay.
buy size 2 and below. You got a flash hider. Oh, you know what you need to buy? Buy the Tau Plus telescopic. That's a gun sight.
Okay.
That you can definitely use. I'll show you how to equip it later.
Got it.
Alright, what else is there? I think that'll do for now. Unless you want to buy a barrel attachment like a suppressor. Or something like that.
Well, there's a flash hider. I'm gonna buy a flash hider.
Yeah, that just hides muzzle flash a little bit.
Good purchase.
Okay, done.
Done, okay. Then you can just close the interface. Let's check, is there anything under utilities? Probably not something that you need right now. Cool. Hit the close button. Alright, I
We're
think...
gonna head over to Microtech now?
Yeah, I think we're done shopping. I can show him how to equip the weapons a bit later. Let's blow this joint.
Hey, back again, I see.
Are you drinking again? Look at that. Him be a thirsty boy. Alright. Y'all follow me now. Safety now, unity now. Shut up. Yeah, you lost the election. I voted for you. How disappointing. Thought the policies were very sensible, but then I'm a conservative. Leilani Addison, who won the election, is all for increasing AI research, and she wants to keep the synth world going, and I think the synth world is just a money pit and we're wasting our time trying to build planets. What the hell? John, are you with us?
Yes, it's incredible.
Right behind you, boys.
Okay, your volume's a bit low again. It's not like completely gone, but it is just a little bit on the soft side.
Okay. I'll turn up my gain quickly a little bit.
Okay. How many of these flights have been cancelled due to lockdown, I wonder?
Quite a few.
Has it become... It's not dark yet, but I think the sun might be setting a little. Sorry. The
The
planet...
Jaws reference.
The planet...
Where?
Oh, the Hammerhead, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
The Hammerhead poster is flipping classic. I'm so glad you caught that. I'm so glad you caught that.
Center mass.
Make every
Yeah,
shot count.
yeah.
It's a weapon shop. Tram arriving in 34, 33, 32. It's like Inception. You're waiting for a train.
Yeah.
It looks like you're drinking through your nose, John. Don't shove that stuff up your nose. What are you doing? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, I'll have to shift a little bit in about 20 minutes time. Back to reality.
Okay, well, then I think we've equipped him now, so I think we can... He wants to see plants. So I reckon we can find one spot on Microtech that has some foliage for him to appreciate.
So Yaku,
Yes.
what an idea is why don't we go over to Microtech to Port Tresla, and then he spawns his own ship, and he can lift off from there, and then we can fly down to Microtech then together, and actually go and have a go down into one of the nature spots or whatever.
We can
How's that?
can try, but remember he's got to figure out his controls still. So
Yeah, I don't
Are
have
you on
enough
keyboard and
time
mouse?
to
Are
do
you
that
on
now.
keyboard and mouse, Steph?
Say again?
Are you on keyboard and mouse?
Yes.
Okay, so that's easy. I mean, there's no,
okay, then you
learning-
can teach him. That should be
I'll be able-
fine. You can talk him through
That's
it because
right.
I have no clue how to fly keyboard and mouse.
No, I've got the joystick, but
You've got exactly the same stick as I have, so
yeah,
I can tell
but
you.
I've not configured it
Yeah,
now.
no, I can tell you how to do that. When we've got time to play again and you want to talk through setting up the stick, I would actually suggest not setting up the stick until the next patch drops because they're changing key bindings again. So you're gonna,
No, but I don't have enough time in real world now to go and do all that.
yeah, that's fine, and that's the cool thing is with multi. Are you littering again, Yaz? Flipping
Yeah.
hell.
No manners. It's why I like him.
Good thing is it lit straight through the floor, so there's no evidence of littering.
Now
Titus Costigan. Spoiled Imperial brat. Alright, back at the Riker Memorial.
And remember to get off in time.
Yes.
Oh, I'm freezing. I'm freezing. What's happening? I've frozen.
Now you're off. We can see you moving.
Yeah, you're walking along with us.
Am I?
Yeah. You look like
Because
You're walking into the corner.
you look like you're stuck walking forward.
am I out of the tram?
Yes, you're out of the tram.
Okay, let's just hang on. Maybe I'm gonna come back.
You literally walked into the corner of the station and you're trying to walk up the wall.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I don't know. Let's just have a look. I think my game has crashed, so I might need to just sort of quickly go out and come back in again.
Okay, man, but don't worry about it. I've almost got to go anyway.
Is it?
I
Okay.
think we might need to call it a day. But that
Yeah,
was
there you go.
incredible. Absolutely incredible. I've never
let's
experienced
go, man.
something like that in a game yet.
Yeah, dude, doesn't it have that same wow factor as when when we first started Mass Effect 1, remember?
Mm,
That same wow factor of entering into the Citadel and all that kind of thing.
yeah,
Now, yeah, there's going to be lots more to
Oh.
do. He's just sitting down. We've walked the poor guy across 2 planets and through multiple cities. He's tired now.
I'm busted.
He's busted. He needs to take a rest. That's fine. I'll sit down next to you, buddy. It's okay.
It's incredible. You
Sit
can
down next to
sit
my mate.
like next to the other guy and have a little
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what we wanted to do as well in Microtech, is to go to the nice bars over there and actually sit down.
Oh yeah, there's like a Microtech has a proper nightclub with a laser show and everything. That place
Yeah.
is wild at night.
Yeah.
Well, Jake, that's one thing I never ever imagined doing with you, going to a nightclub.
Going to a nightclub and getting
It
hammered.
just never ever featured, even in my wildest fantasies.
No, we'll give it a go. We'll see. What's the place called again? Shit, but I forget
What?
now. The
No, I can't
nightclub
remember.
at New Babbage.
Yeah, no, I can't remember.
Oh, that's actually a nice reference for you. The Microtech who makes computers, who makes microchips.
Babbage with his computing
Yup,
engine.
the city, the main city on the planet is called New Babbage.
Okay, do I just exit or do I have to save my state somehow?
You don't need to do anything. Your spawn point should now be set to this
The
planet. Well, no, it's gonna try. You did set the spawn point to the ship, but the ship's not gonna exist unless Yaz is in game. So then it's
Oh.
gonna
So
tell
you're
you.
gonna-
It's gonna
you're
tell
gonna
you
wake
your
up-
spawn point wasn't available. Then it's gonna, I think, revert you to the planet now.
Mm.
So if you don't want to spawn here and maybe rather want to spawn on the space station up above, I can quickly fly you up there if that's
No,
better.
it's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. I think I'm going to do the quit game thing
And just
now.
respawn in the city. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. And you
And
just
I'm out
appeared.
instantly.
The
That's
SSD,
what I like.
the
Yeah,
SSD
it's-
makes all the difference in the world. I tell you,
Yeah.
it's phenomenal.
Because on the Windows 7, if I used to go out, it took like 3 or 4 minutes just to get
Yeah,
back to
with
the
the hard drive grinding like crazy, sounding like it's crashing rocks or something.
Mm.
No, the SSD is it's life changing. I promise you, it is the biggest single system upgrade you will ever make. Switching to a solid state drive.
Thanks, guys. That was absolutely awesomely, ginormously incredible.